Hello everyone, welcome back to the Red Pills of Borneo. Last time we got very confused, largely by, I think, kind of slightly confusing tutorialization and the UI and things. There's quite a lot going on, and it kind of threw me off at a time when I was already struggling to keep all the information in my head that I was supposed to be keeping in my head, and then I was didn't know exactly what the game was asking of me. I was thinking about it more afterwards. I think it's one of those issues where it felt like the game was setting up one thing, which was for me to go, well, this person's been asked to go to the library, and I've just been introduced to the library, therefore I've clearly got to say that person went to the library. But then there were various signals, and there were various other signals pointing to that as well. For example, that when I went to the study, it gave me a message saying you don't have enough evidence of anything yet, but when I went to the library it didn't say that. And so yeah, there were a few things kind of indicating that I was supposed to be doing something with the library, but I couldn't figure out anything out based on the information I was given. So yeah, I was a bit confused. It says Wednesday down here and Tuesday up here. What's that about? Oh, I see. That's Tuesday. Oh, I see. Because it's over midnight. All right. So it's Wednesday at that end of the timeline. Tuesday at that end. Okay, cool. And then what else was going on with that? I think there was a message at some point about having to do this thing with that item here and identify the owner, but it was earlier on. There wasn't anything at the point where I was oh, I get what the puzzle is here. I've got to figure out who went to the library at what time. There wasn't anything at that time to say, actually, the thing you're supposed to do now is identify the owner of this phone. And then the extra trouble with that is that's a kind of magical element. It's I wouldn't even think to do that. Without knowing all my magical powers, I wouldn't think that, I've observed this scene where somebody's using a phone, and now the thing I'm supposed to do is now say who the owner of the phone is. And then in addition to that, I would argue that it's not actually clear who the owner of the phone is. Nobody at any point says, oh, I'm talking to you on my telephone, the telephone that I bought and exists in my study that I own this place. It's kind of just assumed that that's the case. So basically, I just think there are a number of things that led me to get confused there. Anyway, we're moving on from that. However, because it happened at that time, I sort of started to lose everything that I was learning. I was trying to memorize stuff, and then all that happened. I was then all that memorized stuff was gone. So basically, you've been visited by somebody called Mr. Lucas Sterling, who arrived at the boathouse, claimed to be the survivor of a pirate outrage. And then, but you're suspicious of it. Your security person is keeping a close eye on them. You described them. We've got a picture of them. We've already identified it. But you're suspicious. And then you asked to go to the library. Then what we did is we identified, eventually. That's not how we get there. How do I get to the inventory from here? Do I have to go to the map and then to the inventory? Even not including the other stuff, there's definitely awkward UI things going on here. Okay, so we did this, which in doing that, it somehow... Wait, we've already done this. There's some strong energy. I can feel it being used quite clear at 2 a.m. by a man with a Bornean accent. Now that Delphine has aura attached to the telephone, she can feel whoever is using it at any time. She's only able to hear and feel the person using or holding the item, and not anyone else in the room. Only able to hear and feel. It's quite a contrived set of things, which also makes it hard to understand. So you're saying somebody else is using that phone, and we did look at this before, at 2 o'clock. Wait, but then, does that appears on every time? But I guess we just... What's stopping somebody from just clicking on every time and then clicking on the phone just to find out who was using it whenever? I don't know. But we can do that. It's weird that it hasn't remembered this. That's very weird, isn't it? There is a Jiro in the room alongside Kanan. I should come back here once I've figured out who he is to see his side of this conversation. Did I find out what a Jiro was? Let's find out. Jiro. Is it a Borneo specific thing? I'll put Borneo in just in case. No, seemingly not. A Jiro. Let's go to the page Jiro. It's a given name, it's a musician, it's a sushi chef, it's a piece of software, and it's a dog. What does that mean? Oh, you mean a person? There is a Jiro. Okay. There's just a person called Jiro? That's a strange way of saying it. You'd say there is a person called Jiro in the room alongside Kanan. I should come back here once I figured out who he is to see his side of this conversation. So, what are you saying? You're saying that I can't actually see what Jiro's saying until I've identified Jiro? You what? Partial echo from rotary telephone. A big man enters. Is the big man this person? Can these things describe the person that I haven't identified? I know their name, so what counts as identifying them? Do I have to put a face to the name in order to see their side of the conversation? All these questions. You see, I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know who to trust. Stop worrying, Jiro. I'll take care of it. Whoever that big man was, is this big man. Picks up the telephone. Speaks a language I don't understand. Continues speaking. They're on their way. You should go. Little Mem is stronger than you think. Mem is a specific title, Lady of the House. I gather that Little Mem is an affectionate term used by servants to refer to Loon. And she is stronger than you think, and she has us. So Loon is like up to something, and you're on Loon's side, I guess. What are you talking about? You can't do that. Forget her. It's 2 a.m. Just go to bed and don't let anyone see you. I'll wait for the reinforcements here. You go. It says reinforcements on the way. But I don't know what you were saying in the middle, I guess, is the thing. A big man enters. Okay, so what is next after this? What does the 2 mean here? Does it mean 2 characters? But then there are 2 characters here, and that's blue. I'm still a bit like this UI is just confusing as heck. Okay, what does that lead me to? We don't have another item. We have a separate... Do I have to click this every time I want to see that? I guess so. You see, I don't know who to turn to. I don't know who to trust. So there's a Jiro. That's you saying the same thing. It's kind of weird, like, you sound like you're worrying here, and then you say, stop worrying. Which is a little confusing. Am I supposed to be saying who you are now? A big man. I mean, you could be a big man, you could be a big man, you could be a big man. You look like a small man. Okay, so I can't necessarily say that. So what can I say? So just because I got past that UI confusion doesn't mean I'm going to understand what I'm doing next. Little Mem. Oh wait, but Little Mem isn't like a name I can assign to somebody. So we already know who you are. That's you. Do we know where you've been? I don't think so. Not based on that conversation, right? She has us. Forget her. Just go to bed. Don't let anyone see you. Jiro. Oh, first name. Okay, I had to click on that. First name found. Jiro. So there is a Jiro here. But how would I know who you are? Is this not a name? I'm confused about what this means. I think I'm immediately like, I still don't really know where I'm going with this. Jiro. Did we get any more glossary? What did the latest transcript say? It's just that, I guess. There's a Jiro. That's a very odd way of saying it if it's just a name. In the room alongside Kanan. I should come back here once I figured out who he is to see his side of the conversation. I don't think we've got anything new here. There's no description of that person, Jiro. Unless it is the big man. I can't tell. Can I tell who is speaking on the phone? Whoever enters is the person, I mean, presumably, otherwise, I mean, it could be two big men. What's happening here? So you're saying Little Mem is stronger than you think she has us, and then you say something, the other person does this. What are you talking about? You can't do that, forget her. It's 2 in the morning. Just go to bed, don't let anyone see you. Were you implying, like, waking her up or something? Maybe. So it's in a language I don't understand, and you did... I always want to go over here to get to the inventory, but it's not there. I have to go back to the map first. Where was the bit that said, like, what language they were speaking in? It did say that somewhere. Was it in this? Held by a big man. Ah, wait. Do I not get to see that again? Was it on here? I need to remember that the indigenous people to Borneo often do not have a surname, so I should be able to identify Kanan with just his first name. Is Kanan the big man? Yes. Kanan, well, not necessarily, right? Big man enters. This is Kanan. Well, is it? I mean, yes, because we know it's Kanan and Jiro. I don't know how the character knows that, though, because isn't the whole point that I can't identify the people who... Then why wouldn't it say Kanan here? If I know it's Kanan... Like, when I came into this thing, it said there is a Jiro with Kanan. So you know this is Kanan, presumably. So then why doesn't it say that? Do I have to put a name to a face before it will say it in the thing? In which case, do I have to identify a big man? But I don't technically know that the big man... Unless, like, this can only describe the person that I know. Like, Jiro can't be described by this, possibly. But that's just a guess. So, okay, let's say that's true. So then the big man is Kanan. But then that still doesn't help me identify who that is. Is this suggesting that these are the only times the phone was used as well? Because when I said who the owner was, it said, now you know who's touched the phone at any time. So I guess if anybody else had done it, they would show up here? But I can still add notes. I don't understand this game still. So, we're just going to have to do random stuff. I don't know. I mean, presumably this leads to something, since this is the thing that I was led to before. It's 2 in the morning, but we don't know where she is. If we could say where she was. Just go to bed, but we don't have the bedroom. And that didn't give us the bedroom. So we've got Jiro and Kanan. There was definitely something somewhere that said... I can't see it in the... transcripts. There's something about the language being spoken. It's so hard to grab this. I guess can only be in one location at any given time. If you say guess a location, they cannot be in another location at the same time. Did it say that, or has that been updated? I think that's been updated. Set time to 4 o'clock and place Jeremiah's photo into focus. Okay. I should focus on the arrival of the unexpected guest for now. But didn't we do that? The telephone has some strong energy, I can feel it. I feel like I was doing that and that threw me off. Bornean accent, okay, so they're from Borneo. Does that help me? There is a Jiro, in the room alongside Kanan. I should come back here once I've figured out who he is to see his side of the conversation. Where do I go? Where do I go? I was thinking, oh, it's going to be fine now. Like, I'll just come back to this and I'll know which direction to go, but I still don't know. We have Jiro and we have a Kanan. Do I just guess at people? I'm sure that's not what the game expects, right? There's a Jiro, but how do I know what Jiro's like? I don't even know if it's a masculine or feminine name. I just got an achievement. What? Successfully used 10 items? I used the same item 10 times. They're on their way, you should go. Who's on their way? Not the most strongly you think. She has us. But I can't do anything with that. Is there something I can say about where she was? No? There's no new items. I genuinely don't know where to go with this game. Do I just guess? Are you a big man? Are you a big man? They both look like they could be pretty big. You could be pretty big as well. Like you definitely look younger, so it's going to be one of these three. I definitely have a very strong feeling of, do I even want to play this game right now? Like, what the heck? I'm not currently having a good time. Am I supposed to take something from this? Am I supposed to guess at people? I guess I could guess at people, it might at least unblock me, but it feels, I mean, I'll do it. Are you Kanan? No. Incorrect deduction. Are you Kanan? No. Wait, who's Kanan? Are you Kanan? Wait, you're Kanan. Okay. How am I supposed to know? So now if I go back to that thing. Oh, so it's Kanan. Okay, cool. Stop worrying, Jiro. I'll take care of it. I mean, I still feel like I'm going to have to guess who Jiro is. Are you Jiro? Oh, you have a surname? I thought Jiro was... Oh no, you're not necessarily Borneo, okay. Wait, what was the... That's Lucas Sterling. We haven't heard about Jiro yet. Lucas Sterling. Are you the like more rough looking one? Oh, I can't actually... Wait, I can't do Lucas Sterling? Why not? The names are here. Oh wait, I've already assigned Lucas Sterling. I don't remember, maybe I did. Oh yeah, I did. Lucas Sterling was the one with the hair. Yes, okay, that's you. Right. So who's Jiro? What's Jiro's surname? Do I have another item? I don't have another item. I'm not missing just like a thing I can click, right? Yellow just gives me like a further explanation. So it does change it to Kanan after you've done that. Literally every step I'm like, okay, now what? Do you get a different thing if you click on you and then focus? I mean, that's weird that that doesn't at least bring up the same thing, because you are involved. Okay, next bit where I'm like, I don't know what to do next. We identify the person. Do we just keep throwing... But we do have... Okay, what surnames do we have? Goodwill and Sterling. Goodwill is your name. Sterling was your name. It's unlikely we've got another person related to you. So I don't think I can identify Jiro yet, because I'm pretty sure I don't have your surname unless you're of that family. But then there's only two that I know from that family, right? Which is Jeremiah and Loon. I believe? Wasn't that the... Let's have a look at the initial document. Was there a Jiro in here? I'm pretty sure you just mentioned those two. Jeremiah. Maybe you're Jiro. Jiro Goodwill Jr. But you weren't there, so no, it's not you. You were stuck here in London during the Blitz, unable to reach them. Unless you were there, hold on. No better they were gone long before the Japanese landed. I was stuck here. I was stuck here in London. I think you weren't there. Oh my god. There is a Jiro in the room. What are my things I can do? I've got no more items to assign to people. I don't have a bedroom to go to check if Jiro went there. Oh my god. What do I do, folks? I'm just stuck trying to understand how to play the game. What do these things do? What do you do? Mind's eye. Wait, that's the same as clicking on that? Why are there two of it? I can do this. By the map. Can I like somehow find out where else Kanan was? Well, it's weird that it doesn't say that you were in... Surely it should just say that automatically. It knows I know that. I honestly have not played a game in a long time where I've been this lost on how it's supposed to work. So we've identified you, but what does that help me do? Okay, so we know that the head of security is keeping an eye. I mean, is he still in the boathouse? Is that the implication? But That's definitely not said. You didn't say that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read that again in a second. We're going here. You absolutely did not say that. You said he arrived at the boathouse. Doesn't mean he's still there. Survivor strikes me as a young pup, although altogether too cheeky for my liking. My head of security, Kanan, is keeping a close eye on him. You don't say that that happens in the boathouse. I'm sorry. This isn't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Sorry. Wait. What was I doing? Yeah. Okay. So sorry. Now I'll read the thing that came up. So Jeremiah said Kanan was interrogating Lucas at the boathouse. No, they didn't. I'm assuming that was in progress before Jeremiah made the call. If Delphine selects Lucas and Kanan and focuses at 3 o'clock, so you have to pick both of them to uncover the echo of that interaction. Numbers in the red bubbles on timeline hints that indicate how many clues to events you haven't discovered are in this scene. I see, that's what that means. It's kind of like the things in The Retreat of the Dead. By discovering this interaction between Lucas and Kanan, you'll have decreased the hint number in the study at 4 p.m. from 2 to 1. In the study, right, because that's a clue to that. So, okay. How do I get to this again? So we're saying that must have been happening in the boathouse. Does that mean I could have before? Because I came to the boathouse before, it said you don't have enough evidence, but I did have Lucas Sterling. Could I not have focused on Lucas Sterling here at 3 o'clock? Like, that would have been the kind of inference I would have made, except it had a message saying, don't do that. Okay. Maybe after this it'll feel a bit more like it makes sense. I know how to go. So let's keep reading this. I see someone pulling a small raft onto the dock. He seems like a preen and proper young man, but his uniform is tattered and soaked with blood and mud. It's Lucas Sterling. He's looking exhausted. Kanan's large frame is blocking his path, hand on his sheathed sword. Kanan, halt, not another step. Who are you? What are you doing here? My good man, 1 minute. Let me explain. Can I talk to your master? This is a British plantation, am I correct? I could tell from a distance when I saw the steam engine and unmistakable croquet lawn. Yes, that's how you know it's British. You have to respect a nation that will doggedly try to recreate the English lawn in the jungle. A damn fine job they did, I might add. Feels like home away from home. Okay. You're trying to, I guess, like, obviously you're being, like, antagonistic, and you're just being like, oh, English lawns, haha. Lucas Sterling has managed to get on shore, is now close to Kanan, trying to charm his way into the house, right, but I'm not sure Kanan is buying it. I'm not here to cause any trouble, I'm just seeking asylum for the night. My ship was attacked by pirates just off the coast. I managed to hide behind the piracy grill. The threat of a pirate hijack was so common that steamships in the 1920s were equipped with piracy grills. Heavy iron bars and gates that separated the bridge and first-class quarters from the rest of the ship, essentially turning the officers' area into a fortress, okay? In the officer cabin, but the rest of my crew, they were all massacred. I'm with the British government. We were carrying a cargo of chandu. Chandu is refined opium, boiled and fermented into a treacle-like paste. It was a government monopoly in many colonies. The pirates took everything. You are far too young to be an officer on the Royal Navy ship. Why would they put someone your age in charge? And if you are not, how did you manage to get behind the grill but not the actual officers? Okay, so you're just suspicious of the story. Gets really close, hand tight on the hilt of his sword. It's my suspicion you're the only one left alive. You are going to turn back, jump on the raft and take me to the boat. I'm going to check the veracity of your story. There's no need for that. There's nothing there but the gruesome sight of my dead crewmates, I tell you. Lucas Sterling is being remarkably evasive. There's something more to his story. I best make a note of this. I'll come back to it later. A woman's scream can be heard in the background. It's coming from an observation deck perched on the edge of the cliff overlooking the South China Sea. The sound distracts Kanan long enough to stop the line of questioning dead in its tracks. A young woman intervenes, getting in between the two men. No points for guessing that it's Loon Goodwill, looking giddy. And so what I'm feeling like is really odd about this game is that rather than like letting me work stuff out, it often just like gives me a statement. Like the things that I'm expected to work out aren't actually conveyed properly through the text, and then the things that you know, it would be fun to work out. Or just like stated. No points for guessing that it's Loon Goodwill looking giddy. So you're saying that Loon Goodwill has ended up here. So can I then go... Wait, how do I get to the... how do I get back to the bit where I pick the people? And was that Loon? But no, you're looking giddy. So the scream is probably not you, it's probably somebody else. But that's probably added that location, has it? Yes, observation deck, I see. But... young woman intervenes, getting in between the two. So there is a young woman there as well. That's not mentioned earlier. But you're saying... So how do I then see that? How do I get back to... Can I add her into this somehow? Or is that like the next hour? That would feel odd. I assume the screen... Wait, I guess I can go here at least. A high vantage point overlooking the South China Sea. But I don't know who was here, is the issue. Looking giddy? Well, unless you're suggesting... it could be a million times clearer. So there's a woman's scream. Did she there? Is there some time passage that happens and then she arrives? No. Okay. Young woman intervenes, getting in between two men. Nobody's guessing that's Lynn Goodwill looking giddy. So how do I find out her part of this then? We're hitting another blocker here. Do I assume you were there the next hour? That doesn't make sense. You were there this hour. How do I add you in? I don't think I can. Can I? I don't think so. I think this is kind of locked. Okay. Well, maybe I do just do it here. Like, are you three all here at this point? I guess you did say that, like, you were still being interrogated here. Distorted. Incorrect. What if I add you as well? Oh, it's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? You're suggesting that took an hour? And you suggest... or it happened at the end of the hour, but there's no indication of that. Okay, I'm going to leave this for next time because I don't want to start next time at another point where I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing next. So I'm going to leave this, we'll read it in the next video. Safe to say I am quite confused by this game. But yeah, I'll see you next time and we'll keep being confused. All right, goodbye.